Hello, everyone. So I just finished playing two parallel Let's Plays of two different French games. Well, I played them in the English language, but they are games which, as far as I know, were developed in France. And they were nice games. They had some quirks, which I think I commented on adequately and profusely. But today I want to take a trip somewhere else. And don't get me wrong, I love France. It's a beautiful country. But the best country in the world, as far as I'm concerned, is, well, it's a country where French is spoken, or at least French is one of the official national languages of the country. But there are two major languages which are, official in that country. And the French part, although it is lovely, tends to be kind of overshadowed by the other part that speaks the other major national language. And this country is, it's great. It has one of the highest standards of living in the world. And I think it's always been kind of a world leader in democracy and freedom, and also in ice hockey, or at least I'm sure they'd like to think so. And although this country is often kind of culturally overshadowed by its horrible, disgusting neighboring country to the south, the country I want to visit today is a much cleaner, nicer, and safer country. And I'm talking, of course, about Switzerland. So let's go ahead and start the game. This is, let's see if I just boot. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? So, I'm playing this in Apple Win. I'm gonna go ahead and try to keep Apple Win muted when I'm not specifically trying to play some music from it. Apple Win does something really weird with the Windows audio where it just completely keeps playing. Apparently, it keeps playing like very loud audio, even when it's not playing any audio. Like even when it's not actually playing any audio, it's playing silence at a very high volume, like at max volume, and that tends to do weird things with my voice when I try to record with it. I think the last time I tried to record an Apple II video for YouTube was when I was making a video for Robot Odyssey, and that video got really messed up. Like my voice was completely garbled and unintelligible because I guess Apple Win, like I said, it does something weird with the audio, how it sort of hogs the audio and messes up other sounds. So I'm gonna keep Apple Win muted when I'm not specifically trying to play music like that. And actually, I think I messed up. I had it muted and then I forgot to unmute it until the music had already started. So, just for completeness sake, let me go ahead and reboot this machine and I'll just play that. So I'll unmute and I'll reboot and play that from scratch. Ah, that's lovely. I actually don't know what music that is, but it's very nice. Okay, it's time to turn the diskette over and place it into the drive. So I will go ahead and turn around my diskette and put it in. And I will press any key. I did not hit any key, I just pressed any key gently. You are outside the exclusive Swiss resort Alpenhof, facing north. You see the ski slopes in the distance. Ah, that's wonderful. I love this kind of sort of style of art that was common in Apple II games of this era. It's just really it's really lovely. So this of course, if you're not familiar with this game, this was a fairly common type of adventure game on the Apple II back in the day, sort of, I guess, pioneered by Sierra's Mystery House. But I don't know if that was like the sort of or example of these games, or if there was like a predecessor that sort of set the tone for that. But a lot of the games, a lot of games for the Apple II were basically this. They were adventure games that had like 3 or 4 lines of text at the bottom and then a picture at the top. So let's see. Okay, it's 9 a.m. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and crank up the speed on my emulator because Otherwise, it takes a while to transition from one screen to another. I think I'll just slow it down. I'll slow it down to 1 megahertz, like to the standard 1 megahertz speed when it's playing music, because you need to, if you have it sped up like this when it's playing music, the music just goes by just like bam, just like that. It's just like, it sounds more like a click than music. But otherwise, I will go ahead and keep the game sped up so we don't have to wait for loading times. So where can we go? I mean, we're facing north, so we can't go east or west or south. I think we can only go north. There we go. So now we're in the central lobby facing north. Oh, and interestingly, you can't go south anymore. So once you've entered the hotel, you can't leave through the front door anymore. You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. Welcome to the hotel, Switzerland. I did actually, for this game, I actually drew a paper map, which is something I haven't done in years. I'd almost forgotten the pleasure of sitting down and, mapping out. To me, it's really enjoyable to map out a game's environment like this, room by room, as you go through it. Some people don't like drawing maps for adventure games, but I do. So I drew a map that I will be referring to as I play through the game. And let's see. Okay, so where do we want to go? So at the beginning here, so this is kind of the central hall. So at the beginning here, there are a lot of places you can't go. Like if I try to go east from here, so it's only registered guests may go there. So there are a few other places you can go. Like you can go up here, but let's see. If I go, yeah, for example, here we go. We're in the manager's office now. So the door to the west leads to the west corridor. The door to the east leads to the central corridor. The hotel safe is to the north, and you see the manager. Can I say hello to him? Good day, friend. I hope you enjoy your stay at Alpenhof. So he calls us friend now, which doesn't seem like a big deal. It's not super significant, but I point that out because the game doesn't know our name yet. The game doesn't know what to call us because we haven't given a name yet. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is from here we go to the west. And right, so we're here at the registration desk, and here's the manager again. So now we can go ahead and register. Yeah, and it asks for a few details. So most of these don't matter too much. The name that you type in here is what people will actually start calling you. So I'll go ahead and say my first name is Late, and my last name is Blight. Address, I'll say Sir. You may address me as Sir. And age, I don't know that your age really matters. I'll say 42. That's not my actual age, but I mean, it's as good a number as any. And yeah, your sex, gender. I don't think this makes a huge difference to the gameplay. As far as I know, the gender mostly just seems to affect what bathrooms you can go into. The game has male, female restrooms, and if you're male, you can go to the male restrooms, and if you're female, you can go to the female restrooms, and it won't let you go into the wrong restroom, like the restroom of the other sex. Other than that, I don't think it makes much difference. I don't think, it doesn't seem like what bathrooms you can go into actually really has any impact on the game, so I don't think it matters. I'll go ahead and just say I'm a male, why not? The manager hands you a key. Ja, Herr Cloutier has checked out. You have his room number 56. Okay, lovely. So, and now if I say hello to this guy. Oh, yeah, see now he says, good day, Late. I hope you enjoy your stay at Alpenhof. Ah, you notice a character puffing his pipe and hurrying toward you. Good morning, Late. I'm Inspector Scott. We are investigating some irregularities at the hotel. Nothing to be alarmed about, but please call me if you see anything suspicious. I must speak to the others now. Ah, there's the inspector there on the right-hand side, puffing on his pipe. So yes, it's 9:21 a.m. So yeah, so you can say hello to people. And a good day to you, Light. Inspector Scott is certainly cheerful today. Yeah, so most of the people in this game will just say, I hope you enjoy your stay here at Alpenhof, but sometimes people will pop up at the bottom of the screen, and you can also say hello to them to learn their identities. And one interesting thing, like one thing that you can kind of have fun with if you wish. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the game's audio for a second because the game will play some music again. Oh, and I also want to slow down the game to 1 megahertz again so that it doesn't go too fast. You can kiss pretty much any character in the game. Let's go ahead and try to kiss the manager. Isn't that lovely? It plays the famous love theme from Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet. That's really, that's the kind of thing that for me is really, finding little, I don't know if you'd call them Easter eggs exactly, but little sort of aspects of the game like that, which are just kind of like things you'd never normally think of, but you just sort of explore the game and try different things, and you realize, oh, it actually plays Tchaikovsky when you try to kiss anyone. It's just beautiful. It's just, this is what I really love about, well, one thing I really love about games like this. Okay, so we have room 56, I think he said, and it's always the same room. The room numbers are not randomized from one game to another, so we always have the same rooms, and the other hotel guests always have the same rooms as well. So let's just check our inventory briefly here. Inventory, we are carrying a key and a wallet. Can we look at the key? Oh, I need to speed up the game. See how slowly it's going? Oh man, that's just, I mean, it's playable, but it's way slower than when you have the game cranked up. So, okay, so you can't see anything about the key. Can you look at the wallet? Aha, you see 750 Swiss francs. Very good, very good. Okay, that should be enough money for the game, I hope. So let's see. Speaking of money, before we do anything too wild and crazy, let's go off to the, there was a newsstand to the east here. So let's go ahead and check out the newsstand here. Yes, newspaper sold here. See a clerk. Let's go ahead and say hello to him. Good day, late. I hope you enjoy your stay at Alpenhof. I think everybody says this except for the random characters who walk around. Okay, let's go ahead and buy a newspaper. Okay, and let's go ahead and read the newspaper. Alpine Zeitung, English edition. Zeitung is German for newspaper. Reliable sources report that a priceless Chinese vase was stolen from the Art for Peace collection scheduled to tour the U.S. this month. An international crime syndicate known only as Vodak may be responsible, say investigators. Officials say U.S.-Chinese relations may break down completely if the vase is not recovered. A report from the Swiss police reveals that the search for the vase is centered on a small ski resort. An intercepted radio transmission from that resort indicates that the vase may be hidden there. I wonder if that has anything to do with our stay here. Who are we anyway? Do we have any identity? I mean, are we just some random person here on vacation, or are we here on a mission? Who knows? Unreliable narrator, kind of. Okay, and what else do we have here? If we look around, we can see besides the clerk, there's also a concert ticket here. Now, I think we can buy the concert ticket, but I'm not going to bother. Funnily enough, even though we don't have it, you can actually read things and look at things that you don't have in your inventory. So we say read ticket. Swiss folk music concert, Alpenhof Ballroom tonight at 8. I'm saying that they spell Suisse the French way. I mean, I know, like I said, French is the other major language in Switzerland besides German, but we're obviously in a German-speaking part of the country. So, but anyway, okay, Swiss folk music concert tonight at 8. I don't know. So the game obviously has a timer. Like you can see, it's 9:33 a.m. right now. I don't know how long the game goes on for. I assume it's meant to go on until at least 8 o'clock tonight, since it mentions there's a music concert tonight. I'm not going to be able to get us all the way there, folks. I'm afraid. I haven't actually finish this game properly. I think there are still some things that I'm missing, so I'm going to show you what I can. I think I can show you most of the game, but there are some things that I won't be able to show because I either don't know about them or well, there's also a bug in this version of the game that I have, which well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Just so you folks don't get too disappointed, I'll try to show you what I can, and I think I'll show you a sort of ending, but it might not be the best ending. Anyway, let's go ahead and just before we do anything special, let's just look around. Let's just walk around the hotel, take a look and see what we can find. So let's see. South is the cloakroom, west is the restaurant, and north is a hallway. Let's see. I guess those are supposed to be paintings on the wall on the left. Let's see. You're in the cloakroom. You can enter the restaurant by going to the west or via the front hall directly behind you to the north. You see an attendant. What do we have here? Just an attendant. Hello. And she says she hopes we enjoy our stay at Alpenhof. So we go to the west from here. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Sometimes giving directions will turn you around. So instead of actually moving you, it will actually like sort of like it seems like we actually went a little bit east. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange sometimes how the directions in this game work. But anyway, now if we go north, we can go into the restaurant. All right, so now we are facing west in the restaurant, north is the bar, south is cloakroom, east is a hall. You see an energetic man and a waiter. So this guy who's sort of standing to the right there in the orangey kind of sweater or jacket or shirt, that is the energetic man, and the waiter is the guy who's sort of leaning over and looks like he's putting a hand on his forehead like he just can't take this anymore. So we can introduce ourselves to both of these men. We can say hello. Oh, normally the waiter would say something as well. Normally the waiter just says the same thing. He hopes we enjoy our stay. But okay. Bonjour. Franz Cloutier is cool but polite. Okay, so this is Franz Cloutier. And if we look again, he's no longer called the energetic man. Now he's called Franz Cloutier. So you can get the names of people by saying hello to them. Not that it really matters too much, but it helps. Like it helps to know some people's names. So this is Franz Cloutier. Can we kiss him? I'm pretty sure we can. Let's go ahead and kiss Franz. I will turn the game audio on again. Oops, and it went by too fast because I had the speed set too high. Sorry, hold on. Kiss le Franz. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that. That's it's the same music. I think we can skip over kissing everyone in the game because it's the same music every time. Okay, so we are in le restaurant, and what do we want to do? Do we need to do anything here? I don't think. No, I think not right now. These characters will move around, by the way. Like if you wait a while by just typing look a few times, it advances the game 1 minute every time. If you just wait for a bit. I guess this guy's going to stay here for a bit. But these characters will actually start wandering around the hotel. And one of the things that you can do to sort of get more information is if you happen to run into them at particular times, like not just one person, but if you happen to be at a place where two people encounter each other at the same time, then they will sometimes have a conversation. You can listen to their conversation and get clues that way. Their routes are always the same. So these people do walk around. They do like sort of, not exactly patrol routes, but they do sort of walking routes through the hotel throughout the game. And you can actually follow them to kind of see whom they end up talking to. But sometimes they just disappear. It's kind of weird. And their routes are always the same. Like they're also not randomized between different places of the game. Their routes are always the same. So anyway, let's go ahead and go north to the bar. You're facing north between a bar and the restaurant. Behind the bar to the west is a dumbwaiter. There we go. The bartender can use this dumbwaiter to bring up some of his vintage wines. I guess games like this, these kinds of adventure games have a strong affinity for things like dumbwaiters because they're sort of like, sort of the kind of thing that, adventure games would use. There's sort of something intriguing, like kind of a secret way to get between places. Like I think in Hugo 2, I remember in Hugo 2, you ride in a dumbwaiter to get between different floors of the house. Here, I don't think you can go into the dumbwaiter. Maybe you can put something inside it later. I don't know, actually. I don't know if you can do anything with this dumbwaiter, but anyway. All right. So let's see. If we go north, east is a ladies' room, south is restaurant. You see a bartender. We can say hello to him. He says the same thing, and I think there's nothing here, just the bartender. So yeah, we can't go into the ladies' room. Men are not allowed in there. We can go north. Looking west, there is a door to a lovely patio. To the east is a men's restroom. You see a bartender. We'll go into the men's room in just a second, but let's go west to this patio. So yeah, you can see the tram, the Seilbahn, moving to the top of the ski runs in the distance. The stairs lead to the cellar. Yeah, so here we have stairs leading down. So we can actually type down, and that will take us down the stairs. There we go. So we are next to the cellar. You see an unlocked door to your east. So we can't go west, north, or south from here. We can go east. You're in the cellar. In front of you, on the south wall, it's a dumbwaiter that leads to the bar. So not here, but here. This is the dumbwaiter to the bar. And if you go east from here, this is the kitchen dumbwaiter. I don't think we've seen the kitchen yet, but there was a kitchen next to the bar. So, and yeah, we can't go anywhere else from here. We just can go west. So I don't know what we need to do here. I assume there is some importance to those things there, but yeah. And yes, we will take that Seilbahn to the top of the mountain later, but not right now. Okay, so whom do we have here? So now we have a blonde woman and a fat man, left and right respectively. And you hear people talking softly. Very good. So now, if you hear people talking softly, you can type listen. René Fauchet is talking to Angelo De Luca. I believe René Fauchet is the woman on the left, and Angelo De Luca is the fat gentleman on the right. She exclaims, How wonderful to see you again, Angelo. If all goes well, this will be my lucky day. Ah, an older man enters. Okay, now we have 3 people gathered here. So can we just say hello to all of them? I guess we can. Guten Tag. Klaus Rotterheim barely acknowledges your greeting in crisp German. Shalom. Angelo De Luca greets you in his native Maltese. And I don't think it said what the woman says. I mean, the woman is named Renee, so... Yeah, so the woman's Renee Faucher. Klaus Rotterheim is the crisply speaking older man on the left, and then Angelo De Luca, or De Luca maybe, is the native Maltese-speaking gentleman with a bit of a heft to him. All right, well, that's nice. We've made some new friends. I guess we can look at these people as well. We can look at Klaus, and he has nothing of interest. Can we look at Angelo? He, okay, also has nothing of interest. Can we look at René? Ah, René is carrying a backpack and skis and poles and boots. Very nice. You can see what she's carrying. And this is actually a little bit silly. Like, so you can actually win the game very quickly. Like, the only walkthrough I was able to find online basically exploits the game's sort of tendency to let you look at things that you couldn't really intuitively look at. So you can actually win the game very quickly if you know exactly what to look at. But I'll show that later. I don't want to spoil too much about the game right now. Let's just go ahead and... but I think I can say, like, look at skis. Can I look at René's skis? Oh, I don't understand that. Okay. All right, that's fine. All right, we'll leave these friends alone for now. Here we are in the men's room. And yeah, we can't really do anything here. Nothing of interest. You can't... Oh, okay, you can go pee. Can you poop, use toilet? Ich bin Swiss and sprechen little English. Yes, that is true. You bist Swiss and sprechen little English. Das stimmt, yeah. Okay. I don't think you can do much here. I didn't even realize you could actually type P and it will actually let you do it. But okay, anyway, I don't think there's much else you can do. Can we wash our hands? No. The game doesn't understand that. What a shame. All right. All right, you're in the ballroom. So, yeah, there's not much going on here. And there's like a bandstand there, but I don't think you can't play music there. Yeah. Okay. So, ballroom here. What else? Oh, yeah. So here's an elevator. There's an elevator to the west here. There's another elevator to the west here. And to the east here is a comfortable lounge. A fire is roaring in the lounge. There are halls east and west. I don't think there's anything here. I think it's just a through room. Here we go. Hallway facing north. There's a lounge to the west and a pool to the east. The ski shop is north. Ah, lovely. Let's go to the ski shop. Right. Okay. So we're here in the ski shop. You see a clerk, skis, boots, and poles. Now, we can actually buy those things here. We can buy skis and ski boots and ski poles here, but I highly recommend that you not buy those items here. Instead, what you should do is go one screen more to the north, and here you have the rentals. So you can rent skis and boots and poles. I highly... Excuse me, I highly recommend that you rent those things here instead of buying them in the room to the south because it is so much cheaper to rent them here. And I think you only need them once in the game. You can go skiing once and then that's it. So rather than buying everything, yeah, just rent everything. In fact, let's rent everything now. Let's rent skis, rent boots, and rent the poles. I didn't calculate exactly how much money you save, but if you actually look at your wallet, how much money do we have now? Yeah, we have 693 Swiss francs. We would have had way less than that. Like I think we would have less than 500 now if we had bought everything. It's pretty expensive, but yeah, we saved a lot of money by renting everything. So now we can ski. Well, we can't ski here because there's this is not a place where you can really go skiing in this room. But previously, if I'd typed in ski, the game would have said you need skis and boots and poles. But now we have all those things. In our inventory, we have a key, a wallet, a newspaper, and skis, boots, and poles. Lovely. Okay. Okay, so I think we're done here for now. Let's go. Franz Cloutier is... Oh, he heads to the east. So you can actually follow people. If I go to the east now, yeah, see it says... so he's here now. So like I said, you can follow people around if you're curious about where they go, although they do sometimes disappear. Okay, the swimming pool looks inviting today. The men's locker room is to the north, and entrance to the ladies' locker room is farther east. You see Franz Cloutier. Okay, Franz Cloutier heads to the north. Yeah, a seductive woman enters. All right, let's say hello to the seductive woman. Vasha Bumpa. Natasha Druvnik gives you a bewitching smile and goes about her business. Vasha Bumpa is that? I think it's some kind of Slavic language. Okay, anyway. Can't go south from here. This is the men's locker room. Here is Franz Cloutier. So, I think there's not much we can do here now. Here we are by the pool. Yeah, the ladies' locker room is to the north. We can't go in there. Can't go east from here. We can go south. There we go. You have no doubt been tense lately, so relax, late. Yes, we can actually relax here. But probably shouldn't because it just makes time go by. Like let me just slow down the game a bit. If I say relax, yeah, see it just starts time passing, and I don't want to do that because that's just wasting time. Sometimes you do want to just have time pass because you want to wait for something to happen, but we're busy with busy stuff going on. And you know what? In fact, we're just actually. I think I'm just missing a meeting. Let me actually get out of here and go. There we go. So Klaus. There we go. Okay, we just caught them. So Klaus and Natasha are here. You hear people talking softly. So if we say listen, Klaus Rotterheim is talking to Natasha Druvnik. He remarks, Natasha, my dear, if I didn't know you at Alpenhof. Oh, I didn't know you were at Alpenhof. If I weren't here on business, we could get together for dinner. And now Franz Cloutier enters. Are they going to have a threesome? No, I don't think they will. And I think that... Let's see. Let's just stick around for a bit because I think that something else is about to happen here. Yes, Klaus... Well, okay, Klaus left. And Natasha left. So now it's just Franz here. But I think someone's going to come in here in just a second. Oder? Yes, there we go. Klaus enters. And there we go. And now they start talking to each other. So let's go ahead and listen again. So yes, Franz is talking to Klaus. You hear the younger man say... Who's the young? I guess Franz is probably the younger man because it describes Klaus as an older man, so probably Franz is the younger one. So you hear the younger man, presumably Franz, say, "She will keep it well hidden. You will be given its location when we are certain the money is in our account." Oh, intrigue. What's this all about? Okay, well, obviously there's something going on between these guys, but who knows what that might be. All right, let's see. What else do we want to do? Let's see. Have I already pretty much explored? I think I've already pretty much explored the lower level here for the most part. One thing I do want to do. Oh yeah, here's a stairwell. There is a stairwell here. There's a huge storage crate on this lower landing. Let's take a look at the box. Let's look in the box. Oh, I have found the corpse of Winston Sinclair. Well, that's handy. Let's get the corpse. You can't take that. Oh, what a shame. Can we look at the corpse? Oh, you see a floppy disk. Well, let's just go ahead and take his floppy disk. He won't be needing that anymore, will he? All right. Let me look at the disk. See nothing of interest. Okay, it's just a regular floppy disk that we took from a dead guy's corpse. All right, fair enough. Why not? I mean, it happens. Okay, well, I think, let's see, is there anything that I'm missing? I mean, okay, there are actually a couple things that I didn't see here on the first floor yet. So just before we go up to the second floor, let's see, north is the kitchen. Yeah, here we go. So here's the kitchen. And yeah, there's a dumbwaiter in the kitchen as well. I don't think there's anything, well, there's a cupboard, but you can't actually, there's nothing in the cupboard. So I don't think there's anything important here as far as I know. I think that's most of it here. And then, yeah, so if you go here, east of here, again, this is the manager's office. So you can go east and west from here to go to other corridors. Also, the hotel safe is to the north. What I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and do a save state here. Actually, the game has its own save system. I can say save. Before we just hit any key when ready. Yeah, enter position number. I'll save position number 0. Okay, insert playlist side 2 and hit any key. All right, done. If we go north, you have entered the hotel safe. This was not a good move, late. The door is automatically closed behind you and cannot be reopened for 12 hours. Your air will quickly be exhausted. On the shelf, you see a small box marked KR73. Looking inside, you see 1,000,000 francs. Well, well, late. At least you died rich. The game for now is over. Flip the disc and press any key. I guess I need to switch back to disk 1 and all right, it's kind of annoying. It's actually better to just use save states because then I don't have to flip the disk around. Okay, anyway, I'll say load, restore. Okay, position 0. There we go. Okay, that worked. Okay, and yeah, the manager doesn't say anything to us other than that he hopes we enjoy our stay here, so that's fine. There's nothing really here that we can... Well, there's some luggage here, but I don't think that... actually, there's a notebook inside. Can we read the notebook? A foul troll insulted an eggplant. Is that a clue, or is that just... okay. I'm not sure what that means, or if it's supposed to mean anything. All right, that's fine. Anyway, so yeah, so that's that. I think we're done here for now. So let's go ahead and yeah, let's go up these stairs. You can also take the elevator. There were those 2 elevators that we saw. They would also take us to the upper floor, but that doesn't really matter. We're here now. Okay, so we're on the upstairs front hall, facing south toward the tower stairs. So before I do anything else here, I think one thing that I definitely want to do here is go into the manager's office. Now, there's the manager's kind of public office downstairs, but if we go west a few times to here, I think this is the place, yes. And see, the manager's private office is to the east. Now, you definitely want to go here because you can get some interesting information here. So we're in the manager's private office. All the hotel files are kept here. You see a personal computer and a file cabinet. All right, let's go ahead and look in the cabinet. Ooh, you see several dossiers. Let's go ahead and read the dossiers. This is definitely something that you want to do. Okay. We start off with Late Blight, room 56, has been snooping around the hotel. I wonder how he knew about that. How does he know we've been snooping around? How does he know? And you have to type read dossiers repeatedly to get information on the other guests. So René Faucher, nationally French, room 55, leaves today. Avid skier, very attractive. Okay, that's the blonde woman whom we saw earlier. Read dossiers again. Klaus Rotterheim, nationality West German, room 53, insists on privacy. Of course he does. This was, of course, in the 1980s when there was still a West Germany and an East Germany. All right, so read the dossier again. Franz Cloutier, the energetic man. He is a Frenchman. Room 56 leaves today, so room 56 is our room now. Shady character. Seems to be with beautiful blonde, which is, of course, René. Read the dossier again. Winston Sinclair, American student, room 57, not seen in several days, is a guest of the government. Well, I guess he's a guest of the worms now. All right. Or way around, the worms are his guests because he is their host. Read the dossier. Natasha Dubrovnik. Not Dubrovnik, Druvnik. She's Bulgarian, room 68, avid skier, frequent guest. All right. Read dossier. Angelo De Luca, he is Maltese, room 70, enjoys falconry and eating. Yes. Who else? Inspector Scott, nationally British, room 72, Interpol investigator. Interesting. Okay, I think that's it. That's all the dossier. So, very good. Very interesting information. Definitely some good stuff to keep in mind. Also, of course, very useful to know what rooms the different guests are staying in. And yeah, there is this computer. So how to use the computer? To use the computer, you have to type "run computer." That's a little bit strange, but yeah, you need a floppy disk. So let's go ahead and put the disk in the computer. Okay, and now we can run the computer. All right, so we have three options. The first option is an electronic notepad. Let's go ahead and press 1. The last message stored was gargle with marbles and you will get gas. Once again, I'm not sure if this is a clue, like does this mean anything, or is this just, I have no idea. I really have no idea. Okay, anyway, run computer and say 2 to decode a message. Enter message to be decoded. Well, what about that text on the box in the hotel safe? That was marked KR73. Oh, that's too cryptic for this program. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it refers to Klaus Rotterheim because he is staying in room 73. So they probably just marked it KR73 to mean that's the guest and the room he's staying in. So that's probably what that means. I have to admit, I actually don't know what you use this for. I assume there's some usage, some purpose to this decryption, decoding program, but I never figured out a use for it, so that's probably something I'm missing from the game. And you saw the third option there was adventure game. Do not choose that. If you choose that, it literally just restarts the game because then you're playing the game on the computer. So it's kind of it's a little bit meta. It just restarts this game. So don't do that. Let's decode another message. Actually, I don't have another message to decode. That's very cryptic. Yes. All right. Okay. Okay, fine, fair enough. So, let's see. We can go north from here. So, let's see. Room 74 is to the west. Who was staying in room 74? I believe that was... I don't think we have any information who's staying in room 74. Okay, that's fine. But to the north, we have room 75, and I believe that was the room of Inspector Scott. Oh, there's a linen closet to the east. So, yeah, there's a linen closet here with hardly anything in it. I don't think there's anything here. There are drawers here, but I don't think there's anything in them. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here, as far as I know. Okay, but if we go north here, this is Inspector Scott's suite. It is one of the nicer rooms at the hotel. So there's not much here. There's drapes, a bed, a closet, a chair, but I don't think we can actually use anything here. Yeah, there's nothing here. We can go north here. Really, what did you expect to find in here? I insist on some privacy. So yeah, it's just a regular bathroom. We can go pee again. Ah, much better. We can also take a shower. Oh, I guess you just type shower. So it says your clothes would get wet, but you can type undress. Now it says you're in your bathing suit, don't catch cold. So now we can take a shower. Rub a dub-dub. Yes, indeed. And I'm going to go ahead and do something a bit silly. I'm just going to save the game here and save in position 0. And if we leave now without getting dressed, if we go south, and I guess go south again. Wait. There we go. You are arrested for indecent exposure. After you return home, you undergo extensive therapy, and the psychiatrist pronounced you cured of your strange passion to walk around in a semi-nude state. So yeah, that's one of the other ways that you can lose the game. All right, so let's go ahead and restore. Okay, so I need to get dressed. You are again decent. All right, very good. Okay, let's see. Let's get out of there. So where else do I want to go? So there's a tram up there, and the tram is actually it's that gondola, the cable car that goes up the mountain. So we'll go there in a second. But first, I just want to go here. So the door to the east is room 54. That is also, I think, not on my list of people who we saw in the dossier. Guest room 55 is to the east. That should be Renée Faucher. That is the blonde woman. Of course, we can't go in there because we don't have the key. All right. A men's room is to the west, guest room 56 is east, and guest room 57 is to the north. Now, room 57 to the north, that is the room of Winston Sinclair, the American whose dead body we found. To the east is room 56, that is our room. Let's just check out this bathroom to the west briefly. So it says, this is a European hotel. Few rooms have private facilities. You are facing west. I don't know how true this is. I have to say, I've stayed in several different hotels in many different European countries, and my experience has been that it's not that unusual for hotels to not have, like for each individual hotel room to have its own bathroom. That's usually only the case. You usually only have shared bathrooms like this in very budget level hotels, like really like the very cheapest hotels will have no bathroom in the individual rooms, and you have to go out to the hallway and use a shared bathroom there. That's really only in the very cheapest hotels. So my experience has been that this is really not usual in Europe, but maybe things were different in the 1980s. I don't know. But in any case, this is supposed to be like an exclusive ski resort. This Alpenhof hotel. It's said at the beginning this is an exclusive resort. So I kind of feel like an exclusive swanky hotel like this would have private bathrooms. Each room should have its own bathroom. But anyway, okay. So we can't go north. Oh, hello, Klaus. He goes to the west. Are you going somewhere, Klaus? Let's see where he goes. Wohin gehst du? Wohin? Okay, he's not going anywhere. He's just staying there. All right, anyway, we can go east to our... Oh, we need to unlock the door. All right. Do you find your accommodations comfortable? There is a door on the south wall to an adjoining room. So yeah, there's not much here. This is our room, but there's not really much here. Again, there's drawers, a painting, drapes, a bed, a closet, a lamp. But I mean, I don't think we can interact with any of this. And yeah, we don't have a bathroom because... so Inspector Scott had his own bathroom, but it said he has one of the nicer suites in the hotel, so he's one of the luckier people. He's one of the few people who has his own private bathroom, but most suites don't, including ours. Now, what's kind of funny here is we can actually go south from here. This takes us here to room 55. This is Renée's room, the blonde woman. So you're in a modest room facing east. The adjoining door north is unlocked. The hallway door is west. You see a handbag. So yeah, sometimes Renée is actually in here, and it's kind of funny. And she doesn't seem to mind us being here. Like she doesn't say anything. She just kind of stands around and lets us take a look around. But she's not here now. Anyway, so we have a handbag. Can we take a look at the handbag? Oh, you see a note. Let's read the note. Ma petite Renée, keep our bundle of joy safe until 8:30. We shall be off to a new life of luxury. Tonight, your clever Frenchman. Yes, he is le clever Frenchman. Okay, he's very stereotypical, but okay. Do we have anything else here? I mean, there's drawers, a painting, drapes. Look in the closet. There's anything there. Look in the drawers. The lamp, like there's really, I don't think there's anything else here of any importance. Yeah, don't think so. Okay, anyway, so the clever Frenchman is in cahoots with Renée regarding something. I wonder what. Okay, so let's see now. I think we've seen actually most of the hotel already by now. Let's just go through the men's room here. I'm going to end up here at the, so we're just outside the tram lobby now. So let's go north into the tram lobby here. So there's a snack bar to the west, a gift shop to the east. Ooh, you start to feel hungry. That is a problem. I actually don't know how to get food in this game. So yeah, at 1:26 p.m. you start to feel hungry. And if you go on for too much longer, you will actually develop problems. Let me just go ahead and check out the place here. So here in the snack bar, there is a Fräulein here. But we can't buy anything here. There's nothing for sale. We can't buy snacks. That isn't here. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we can do anything here. I don't think we can. At least not as far as I know. Okay, here in the gift shop. The shop sells lovely vases made by local craftsmen. You see a clerk. So we can get here a tram pass and a gift. I don't know what the gift does. Maybe it doesn't do anything. We will need the tram pass to ride the tram. But let me just show you what happens if you try to ride the tram without it. So we're at the entrance to the tram. You see a Trammeister and a sign. read the sign. Achtung! You must have a tram pass. And if we say ride the tram, the Trammeister snarls and points to a sign. Yes, he is very correct. It even looks like he's wearing lederhosen. So he's a very correct German Trammeister wearing lederhosen. He snarls at you if you try to pass without a pass. Du kannst nicht vorbei! Okay, let's go ahead and buy a tram pass here. All right. And yeah, we can buy the gift, but I don't think, like, the gift doesn't do anything. Can we open the gift? No, like, it's totally useless. Wait, did I miss it? Yeah, there it is. It's there in our inventory, but I mean, we can't, I don't know what we can do with it, if anything, but okay. All right, so now we can ride the tram. So let's go ahead and say ride tram. I'm going to slow the game down a bit because I think there's like a little, it's like some kind of cutscene here or something when you ride the tram. So let's check this out. Okay, so that's actually the same music that we heard when we started, like on the game's title screen. I'd like to know what music that is, but anyway, okay. So we are at the top of the mountain. Now, we can't do much here. There's really, like, we can't go anywhere from here. We can't go north, south, east, or west. But what we can do is we can ski. From here, because we have the skis and the ski boots and the ski poles, we can ski here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and do a save state here rather than saving with the game's own save mechanism. Now, this is kind of wacky. Get ready for, hold on, let me make sure the game, yeah, I'm going to keep the game at 1 megahertz because this is, this kind of surprised me when I saw this. I was not expecting this. Let's go ahead and say ski and get ready. Do you want the expert slope? I'll say no. The non-expert slope is hard enough. Will you be using a paddle or joystick? I'll say no, and then it plays with the keyboard, I believe. Take a look at this. Does this look familiar to you folks? I know it's animating horribly. I don't know what those purple lines mean. I don't think they're supposed to be there. I think that's like some kind of graphical artifact. I don't think they're supposed to be there. But it's an actual little arcade sequence. It's a little mini skiing game built into the adventure game. Now, like I said, does this remind you of anything? If you've ever played Ski Free or even seen Ski Free in your life, you're probably thinking right now, this looks exactly like Ski Free. Well, except it's kind of a little bit worse than Ski Free. Like the graphics are a lot worse, and it's definitely a lot less smooth and fluid than Ski Free. But this is basically Ski Free. Doesn't it seem like the person who made Ski Free must have been inspired by this game? Like they were thinking, hey, what kind of game can I make? Oh, I remember this old skiing game in some old Apple II adventure. Let's make something like that, except better because it doesn't run at like, let's make something that doesn't run at like 0.5 frames a second or something like that. This is actually a little too slow. Let me just speed it. I'm going to go up to 2 megahertz. It's still pretty slow. It's still pretty darn slow. Boy. Yeah, so I mean, there were obstacles like that tree there, but yeah, and now we have those blue lines. I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to be there. I'm pretty sure that's a graphical glitch. Yeah, I'm going to make this actually a little bit faster again. Let's see, how fast do we want to make this? I just don't want to. The thing is, if I go up to full speed, it's just going to go so fast that I can't control it anymore. And I'd like to see if I can actually do this without hitting anything. I don't think there's a way to win this. At least I'm not aware of any way to win this skiing segment. But I would like to try. Yeah, this is not... like I said, I don't think it's supposed to be like this. I don't know if this is a problem with my copy of the game or... need to dodge out of the way. There is a building that we are approaching. All right. And yeah, I'm just using the arrow keys. Yeah, so this is what happens. Like, even if you don't hit anything, eventually it just brings you into the infirmary. If you hit something, it brings you here right away. But even if you don't hit anything, it just like brings you here eventually anyhow. I don't know why. It's kind of odd. And yeah, the game crashed. What you're actually seeing there at the bottom is this is the Apple II monitor. This is not part of the game. This is a problem with my copy of the game. It crashes here. So I apologize. I'm not going to be able to show you the part that happens here at the hospital or at the infirmary. I don't know if you need anything from here. I assume there's probably a reason why you come here. There's probably something that you're supposed to get from here, but it doesn't work on my copy of the game. My apologies. But anyway, we've actually already been playing the game for quite a bit. I've already been going on for 50 minutes. So I've already shown you pretty much all that I've been able to find in the game. I think we've seen most of the locations in the game, except for the infirmary, obviously. So I think I've shown you most of the locations in the game. I think we've seen pretty much all the characters in the game. And we've actually seen most of the conversations that I'm aware of as well. I think I might have missed... I think I missed one conversation. I think at like 10 o'clock in the bar, there's a conversation between Renee and Angelo where she says something like, today might just be my lucky day. But other than that, I think that's most of the conversations that I was able to find. Yeah, I mean, you can just kind of randomly find conversations between people just by hanging out in different places and, if just waiting to see if people show up. There aren't that many of them, but yeah, you can just find them, like I said, either by following people around or just by waiting in different places until you see if people show up. But anyway, okay, I guess we can go ahead and end the game. So let me go ahead and show you the ultra super quick way to end the game. I'm going to go ahead and put in disk 1, and I'm going to crank up the speed on the gain. I'm just going to reboot the machine. So we're here back at the back of the title screen, and I'm going to put in disk 2 again, and press any key. So, all right, so we can go ahead and, yeah, let's go ahead and, I'll check in here just because why not, even though I really don't need to. All right. Yeah, if you get here fast enough, like if you go right to the registration desk, then Mr. Cloutier is still here. So this is Franz Cloutier, who's, I guess, just checking out because he's leaving today. So he's just checked out of room 56. But basically what you do is you just wait until Renee shows up. So Renee is the blonde woman. So I'm going to go ahead and, I'm just going to go ahead and say wait. And let's just wait until Renee shows up. Oh. This is the inspector. He shows up again. That's fine. Let's go. Okay, he disappears. And there we go. So now I'm gonna let me just go ahead and do a save state again. So, like I was saying before, you can end the game very quickly if you look at Renee, and you can see she has a backpack and some luggage. Can we look at the luggage? Okay, nothing of interest. But if we look in her backpack, she's carrying a vase. Can we look at the vase? Okay, nothing of interest. We can take the vase. Now, I don't know why the game lets you do this. Just kind of humorously, the game literally just lets you take the vase out of her backpack, and she doesn't try to stop you or anything. So we've got the vase now, and if we just run off with it and just kind of go running around, what happens is this. Inspector Scott, the international investigator, is standing directly behind you. Aha! Whoa. That went by pretty quickly. I should have known it was you all along. Just hand the backpack to me gently. We wouldn't want to disturb the evidence. Now put your hands behind your back. You find yourself handcuffed and led to a police van and transferred to a small Swiss police headquarters. How could this happen, you ask yourself? After weeks of detention in a variety of unsavory European jails, you are released. You are unable to reveal your identity, or the agency would never use you again. The inspector feels the syndicate Vodak is responsible, but no trace of the actual thieves can be found. The encoded plans are destroyed. The vase is returned to the touring collection, and U.S.-Chinese relations are normalized. It is time to return to headquarters. At least part of the mission was accomplished. Better luck next time, Blight. So, this is kind of like... There are several endings to the game, and this is like the... probably the worst ending of you finding the vase. So you find the vase, but then if you get caught with the vase on you, they think that you stole it. So I'm going to go ahead and load my saved state. And how can you prevent that? Very simply, you can prevent that by saying, instead of just running off with the vase, you right away say, call the inspector. The inspector arrives, puffing his pipe. Normally he the inspector, puffing profusely in his pipe, complains, I am already here, late. Okay, that's interesting. Normally he just... Oh, I need to get the vase first. There we go. Oh, okay. I did that in the wrong order. I needed to get the vase and then call the inspector. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's why it didn't work. Hold on. I will try again. Let's try this again. I didn't realize I hadn't gotten... Okay, now I take the vase, and now I call the inspector. Okay, this should work. The inspector reclaims the backpack and the antique vase in it. He commends you on your good judgment in not handling the fragile piece with its hidden code. He wonders to himself whether the Vodak leaders will ever be caught. You return to headquarters and receive commendation for finding the missile plans before they were sold to the terrorists. That's it. So, this seems like kind of a good ending, but I think we have a couple of problems. First of all, I mean, most obviously, it says... He wonders whether the Vodak leaders will ever be caught. Now, that suggests to me that there is a way for you to catch them. I'm guessing that there's something you can do to, get behind the whole scheme and figure out who, who's behind all of this intrigue. And since we didn't do that, I kind of feel like, like this is a middle ending, like it's not a bad ending, but it's like it's not the best ending. So I'm guessing, actually hold on, if I just load my state again, if I just get the vase, can I read the vase? No. I mean, it says there's a code inside it, so there must be some way to get the code from the vase. And I'm guessing, remember on the computer in the manager's private office, there was a program to decode things? I'm guessing that you need to get the code from the vase and use the computer to decode it somehow, but I don't know how to get the code off the vase. So yeah, that's it. This is all, I'm afraid this is all that I can really show you folks. I think I've shown you everything that I can show you of the game. And I feel like... like this is not quite, again, I don't know how long the game is, because, sometimes games like this surprise you and they end up being longer than you think. I really feel like I've shown almost everything, but I feel like there's just, some small piece that I'm missing that is kind of keeping us from getting the best ending. So yeah, my apologies. If anyone wants to play this game or try to figure out where I went wrong or where I missed something and how we can get like something better than that, please feel free to let me know, post in the comments, of course. But for now, I think we've seen most of the Alpine encounter. So thank you for coming with me on this journey to Switzerland, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the trip and the adventure, the Apple II gaming goodness. Take care, everyone. Be well, stay healthy and happy and fun-loving as you all are, and I'll talk to you later in future videos about future games. Until then, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, arrivederci, and bye-bye for now.